Large bombs have been added to the game, otherwise known as the Syndicate bomb. They are bombs that are anchored to the floor and require defusal in order to deal with, or at least unbolting it, which is in the same process as defusing it. There's also a training bomb, which is great for actually learning how to defuse them. There is an in-game guidebook for it, and I would encourage you to read it. To basically defuse a bomb, you require a screwdriver and wire cutters. A multi-tool is helpful, but it is not required. Now, in order to start defusing a bomb must be active. So if you hear this beeping and the bomb is active, you can shift click it. It'll tell you the bomb is ticking, has this many seconds left, the bolts are down, it is anchored. If you try to unanchor it with the bolts, the training bomb appears to be bolted to the ground, so you must open the panel. The training bomb only has 5 wires, and one of them is the boom wire, and the wires are always random, so there's no way of knowing exactly which one does which. So I'll just snip from left to right. I think that was the proceed wire, which proceed wire moves the timer down. Buzzing ominously means that you removed the timer, and if you were to have bolted it, or if you were to have pulsed it, it wouldn't have destroyed the timer, so that's where the multi-tool is recommended. And I managed to get the live wire. So that means one of these 2 wires was the bolt, and the other one was boom. So once it's fully disabled, you can snip all the wires, and now you can just start dragging it because it is unanchored, it is disabled, and you're best off tossing this into space. And I will do another one of a training bomb just to show you. So if you use a multi-tool instead of just snipping wires, like buzzing ominously is the one that destroys the timer if you snip it, which I could just do it to show you. As you can see, the timer is gone and you can't get it back. I could do that one. Bolt spin in place for a second. What that means is if you snip this one, it is no longer bolted. That means you can unwrench it. And if you have the opportunity and there's still time, you should absolutely just take this and toss it out in airlock, because the actual Syndicate bombs have massive explosions and you do not want to mess with them. And I'll just snip the next one, and it blew me up. The training bombs basically don't do damage if you have EOD armor on. But let's move on to the big shot. Under the explosives tab, for a whopping 11 telecrystals, you can purchase it. The name and description doesn't seem to be working, but not a big deal. Once you purchase it, it will drop immediately on the ground and be bolted. So the only option is, as a Syndicate, is to arm it. If you right-click it, you can set the delay from anywhere from 90 seconds to 300 seconds. And I'll just set it to 300 for this example, but if you're trying to blow up something, immediately you're going to want to set 90 and you're going to want to get the hell out of there. So you can alt-click it to arm it, and this is where the scary shit happens. This bomb is extraordinarily powerful, and you have 3 boom wires, meaning you have a 30% chance of killing yourself and everyone around you instantly. So the only thing I can really do is go left or right, or go random. The bolt spin in place. Well, that's about as lucky as you can get other than instantly disarming it. I will just show you. Due to how long this timer has, I have plenty of time. The most sensible thing you can possibly do at this point is to take this bomb and just drag it to an airlock. And it is heavy, so if the timer is low, you're going to have to try to keep defusing if you cannot possibly get to an airlock. You don't even want to bring this to a location that you think's safer, because the explosion is so massive that if it's anywhere near the station, you're going to be repairing it for a long time. So, with this much time, there is plenty of time to get rid of it. And you probably want to do a better job of tossing it away than this. Preferably, probably get somebody with a jetpack. Trying to defuse a bomb like this on your own is not going to be easy, but I'm just going to... I could have easily went out there and threw it further away. So I'll just set the timer to 300 seconds. I'm going to screwdriver it. And every time it's scary. Even in an offline server, it is fucking scary. So we'll pulse this one. That was the delay wire. There's no reason not to snip the delay wire. As you can see, I'll show you. Snipping a delay wire does nothing. So it's good for memory. That was a dummy wire. And I got unlucky. As long as you are wearing a bomb suit, you will not die. But the damage is absolutely massive. In this case, it destroyed a decent portion of medbay. It destroyed the EVA room entirely. It destroyed the front entrance of security entirely. Yeah, it's... I mean, this amount of damage is basically not repairable. Like, trying to repair this many pipes is just a huge undertaking. You can most likely get power back, but this is a well over 90 steel job to fix. So it's going to take time. This part of the station is going to require all of engineering to fix it. And just for completion's sake, I'll spawn another one. There we go. I managed to get the live wire. Once you hear that live wire, again, the bomb is diffused. So the best thing you can do is snip every other wire, meaning it can't be reactivated. The Syndicate bomb sparks or fails at beginning the countdown, and then you could just drag it away. And you're going to want to make sure you toss it away into space or put it in the armory. So yeah, that's really it for the Syndicate bomb. It isn't really that hard to defuse. There's a decent bit of luck in it, but if you don't try to defuse it, that damage is guaranteed to happen. So pretty much one poor bastard is going to be the one to have to attempt to defuse it to be the hero. There's a chance you're just going to become a victim, but at least you won't be gibbed if you're wearing the right gear. Don't try to defuse it if you're not wearing it, unless you're very at ease with being removed from the round. That is all I got for now.